The midnight rumble. I heard the rumble first, a low growl that shook our quiet street. Peeking through the blinds, I saw them. Motorcycles, gleaming under the streetlights, and bikers in leather and denim. My jaw tightened. "Not in our neighborhood," I muttered. The doorbell buzzed, sharp and demanding. I flung the door open, ready to yell, ready to threaten. But the man on my porch wasn't what I expected. He was huge, with a beard like a tangled forest, but his eyes held no malice, only a deep and serious concern. "We're not here for trouble," the biker said, his voice a low rumble like his engine. He held up his phone. On the screen were words my son, Tyler, had written. Words about being alone. Words about wanting to disappear. My anger dissolved into a cold, sharp fear. "How?" I stammered. The biker, whose vest read Rocco, sighed. "We look for kids who are hurting. We're called Riders for Hope. We find them, and we show up. We let them know they're not riding alone." I looked past him at the crowd of bikers. They weren't a mob. They were a quiet, waiting army of guardians. I nodded, my throat tight. "Please," I whispered, stepping back from the door. "Come in." I knocked gently on Tyler's door. When it opened, my son stood there, his eyes red and his face a mask of surprise and pain. "Dad?" he asked, his voice small. I put a hand on his shoulder, my heart aching for him. Rocco didn't loom over him. He sat on the floor, right next to my son. He spoke of his own brother, lost to the same sadness that gripped Tyler. He spoke not as a stranger, but as someone who understood the dark road Tyler was on. For the first time, Tyler talked. He talked about the loneliness that felt like a cage, the cruel words online that echoed in his head. And as he spoke, the bikers listened. They didn't offer easy answers, only their presence, a quiet promise that he wasn't invisible. As the sun began to paint the sky, a plan was made. A phone call, a promise of help. Before they left, Rocco shook my hand. "Prejudice is a heavy load to carry, isn't it?" he said with a small smile. "Take care of your boy." I watched them ride away, their engines a hopeful roar in the morning air. Tyler came and stood beside me, and for the first time in a long time, he hugged me tight. The rumble I had once hated had become the sound of my son's rescue. It was the sound of a new day.